The voice hit harder than the insult. Same tone. Same smirk. Same eyes. 20 years ago, those eyes watched grape juice soak my khakis in a high school cafeteria while she laughed and screamed. He peed himself. My name is Daniel Reed. And back then I was the kid everyone loved to humiliate, especially her. I never planned on attending the reunion. No nostalgia. No friendships to revive. But when the invitation arrived, one word followed it like a shadow. Foreclosure. So I went. And there she was. Marissa Hallbrook. Now Marissa Lair. Wrapped in diamonds, arm looped through a man loudly bragging about 5 companies and 6 homes. She didn't recognize me. My name tag blended in too well. Still chasing dreams? She snorted, nudging a plate of cold leftovers toward me. Thought you'd be in jail? Or parking cars? The table laughed. Glasses clinked. I heard none of it. I reached into my jacket pocket, stood and walked to her table, slow, calm, silent. I dropped a black metal business card into her wine glass. She frowned, pulled it out and read aloud. Founder Vio. Vanguard Horizons. Her fingers trembled. Then she looked up. Really looked at me. I leaned in. You have 30 seconds, Marissa. She blinked. Panic bloomed. Wait, you're Daniel Reed? Her husband turned sharply. Daniel Reed? Vanguard Horizons. He laughed nervously. Honey. That's the Forbes 40 under 40 guy. The card slipped from her hand and clinked against the floor. Silence swallowed the table. Oh, I said calmly, brushing imaginary lint from my sleeve. So now I'm not the loser anymore? She opened her mouth, ready to lie. I didn't let her. You remember hacking my college application? I asked. Replacing my essay with green eggs and ham? Her husband's face tightened. You used to call me special ed in front of the entire class. Marissa went pale. I didn't come to ruin your night, I said, standing taller. I just wanted you to know. The man you humiliated now funds the scholarship your niece applied for. Her mascara ran. She made it to the second round. Daniel, please, she whispered. I smiled. Don't worry. I'm fairer than you ever were. I turned to the table. Enjoy your dinner. As I walked away, her husband called out, Mr. Reed, do you have a card for me too? I didn't turn around. I stepped onto the balcony. City lights stretched like a promise, distant, blinding, beautiful. My pulse was calm. Years ago I begged for approval. Now, I owned the building hosting the reunion. I lit a cigar I didn't need, pure symbolism. The door creaked. Marissa stepped out, clutching her shawl. Daniel, please. Can we talk? Silence. I was young, she said shakily. Cruel, yes, but stupid. No, I replied, turning. You weren't stupid. You were deliberate. Her voice hardened. What do you want? To ruin my marriage. I raised an eyebrow. I'm not the one lying to your husband. She flinched. You still think this is about you, I said. It's not. You're a footnote in a chapter already closed. She grabbed my sleeve. I'll lose everything. I gently removed her hand. Maybe it's time you lose something, I said softly. So you understand what the rest of us lived with. Inside, her husband was laughing, standing beside a woman Marissa once bullied. That's when I got an idea. He tapped his glass. A toast. To 20 years. And the surprises life brings. Laughter. And to my brilliant wife. May I say something? I asked. He nodded. I took the mic. I used to sit alone at lunch, I said. One day juice spilled on me and everyone laughed. The room quieted. That day made me who I am. I looked straight at Marissa. I built a company so no child like that ever feels powerless again. Polite applause, uncertain. And tonight we launch a mentorship program. For the mocked, overlooked, underestimated. I paused. Because sometimes, it's the quiet ones you should fear most. Her husband frowned. You're that Daniel? She whispered frantically. The smile vanished from his face. That was only the beginning. Later he chased me down the hall. Daniel, wait. Ironvale Tech, I said calmly. I know. He was sweating now. That speech wasn't for show. I leaned in. It was a warning. The next morning the audit went public. Illegal zoning. Bribes. Fake firms. Stock collapsed 23% in 3 hours. Then I invited them to dinner. One signature. One company. He signed. Closure. I dismantled Ironvale piece by piece. But one visit remained. My father. I saw you on TV, he muttered. It's real, I said. I handed him the deed. You can live here rent-free. Hope flickered, then vanished. One condition, I said. You never call me your son again. I walked away in peace. That night, I reread a letter I wrote years ago. For when you finally win. I smiled, because I already had.